Fasting in China, Tarawih prayers until late at night. Although Islam is not the majority religion of the population, the month of Ramadan is part of the national calendar of activities in China. Islam has been present in China since the beginning of the Hijri century as part of the Silk Road trade civilization. For the record, the beginning of the Hijri year, calculated from the migration of the Prophet Muhammad and his followers from Mecca to Medina, coincides with the year 622 AD. Although it is not the majority religion of the population, with a historical trail of more than 1,000 years, the month of Ramadan is part of the national calendar of activities in China. The Chinese government issues a schedule for iftar and fasting during Ramadan with prayer times set according to Beijing time, the capital city. In the capital city of Beijing, the Zhelan-Sapi or Niujie area is the center of the Muslim community dominated by the Hui people. At first glance, there is no physical difference between the Hui people and the Han people who are known as Chinese. The Niujie Mosque has a typical Chinese architecture so that at first glance it looks like a Chinese temple building. This mosque is one of the centers of Ramadan activities for local Muslims and foreign Muslims. Muslim tribes in China are part of the ethnic minorities, Shaoshu Minzhu, protected by the Chinese constitution. Several Muslim tribes, such as Hui, Uyghur, Kazakh, Tajik, and Uzbek, have special autonomous regions, such as Ningxia Hui in Xinjiang. They have special rights that are not enjoyed by the majority tribe, namely the Han people. One of these special rights, for example, is that they are not limited to the number of children they have. Gandhi Priambodo, an Indonesian businessman, has fasted during Ramadan in China 15 times. When contacted, he said that fasting in China in the summer really requires physical and mental endurance. Moreover, the air temperature reaches 40 degrees Celsius. We want to break the fast relying on the sound of the call to prayer on our cell phones because there is no call to prayer like in Indonesia which is heard everywhere, said Gandhi. The admiration of Chinese people, to break the fast, it is adjusted to the conditions. Usually when he is in the office, Gandhi breaks his fast by drinking water plus snacks. What's exciting is my daily work time in the office. My Chinese friends watch me, and are amazed, how I can go from morning to evening without eating and still work. They respect and understand when a Muslim is doing iftar, said Gandhi. Gandhi added that the term iftar, which actually means breaking the fast, is commonly used by Chinese people to refer to fasting. According to Gandhi, there are 20 large mosques throughout the city of Beijing for worship during the month of Ramadan. Various snacks in the form of small cakes and nuts and various raisins are served as takjil when breaking the fast at mosques in Beijing. Another experience was that of Fathan Sembiring, an Indonesian citizen who has studied for 5 years and is now active in the business sector with the Gentala Institute, an institution that bridges relations between business entities in China and Indonesia. He admitted that he misses the atmosphere of Ramadan in China. According to Fathan, if Ramadan falls like now at the beginning of the year, the air is quite cool. The difference in fasting time, which is 2 hours longer than in Indonesia, is not too physically draining. Tarawih prayer. What is interesting and makes Fathan miss the atmosphere of Ramadan in China is the habit of breaking the fast which is usually done in each home. After that, Muslims flock to the mosque to perform the Tarawih prayer. Because they follow the Hanafi school of thought, unlike us in Indonesia who follow the Syafi'i school of thought, there are many additional prayers that they do in the Tarawih prayer at the mosque. The Tarawih prayer can finish late at night. Even so, everything goes well, said Fathan. At the beginning of fasting, Fathan was in the city of Haikau on Hainan Island, which is inhabited by the Hui Muslim community. This community is the largest part of the Muslim community on Hainan Island. Halal food. Finding halal food is not difficult in China, especially in big cities. In Chinese history, since the Tang dynasty in the 600 to 900 AD, Muslim communities from the Middle East and Chinese Muslims themselves have grown in big cities in China. For example, the city of Luoyang, the city of Xi'an, and the city of Guangzhou have Muslim communities that are around 1,000 years old. The tradition of halal food and ingredients has also been known for a long time, including halal food stalls or qingzhen. The characteristics are easy. Look at the shop advertisements with yellow and green Mandarin letters. These are the characteristics of a Muslim restaurant or halal shop. The employees usually wear Hui-style Muslim caps or have Eurasian faces, namely the Uyghur tribe who work in halal restaurants throughout China. In addition, there is a writing, Qingzhen Shi Pin, which means halal food ingredients if read from left to right. Then, at the entrance to the restaurant or shop there is also a halal certificate and the Islamic Religious Council. Special menu. Special menus of Chinese Muslims include a type of sour and sweet yogurt, various raisins and nuts, sweet pastries, goat sauté, jumbo-sized goat ribs, goat soup, fish soup, chicken soup, and tomato egg omelets, beef noodles typical of Lanzhou, one of the Muslim regions in China, goat fried rice, and others. Zainab Lanjun, a Hui Muslim woman, said that halal restaurants in China are part of the local culinary wealth. Her family operates several large restaurants that can accommodate hundreds of customers at once. Gandhi said that during Ramadan, local non-Muslims also flock to halal restaurants such as those along Niujie. This has indeed become part of the local menu, he said. Ramadan in Beijing and various regions of China adds color to the variety of unique Islamic traditions in world history and civilization.